Today we're going to be working with metric conversions. Okay, so I set up a linear graph here to show you to make our conversions easy. Starting here at our base unit, which is always 1, okay? It shows you that everything is based off the base unit. So in the metric system, for length or linear measurement, it's meter. For capacity, it's liter, and for weight, it's gram. Okay, so that's always equal. That's our 1. That's our base, which is represented as 10 to the 0 power. Remember, anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. Okay, moving up from our base unit, everything in the metric system being the powers of 10, we move to the deca, which is for 10. So we have 10 to the first power. Then we go to hecto, which is 100, 10 to the second power. Kilo, 1,000, which is 10 to the third power. Okay, going back to our base unit, we go below. Now we're going we're going into our decimals. Okay, so we have 1/10 of our unit, which is deci, 1/100th centi, 1/1000 milli. Okay, and these are represented in decimals, and you can write them in fraction form. This is 1/10 in fraction form, and then in exponential form, which is 10 to the negative 1. Centi is 1/100, 1/100 in fraction, and 10 to the negative second power. Okay, and then milli is 1/1000th, written in decimal, written in fraction, and then exponential form. Okay, so using this linear graph, we can make our conversions easily. So our first problem, 59.2 centimeters. We want to convert that into meters. Okay, so since we're starting at centimeters, we come up here on our graph, centimeters, and we want to end up with a meter. So we're going to go 1, 2 to the left to get to our base unit of meter. Okay, since I moved 2 to the left, I want to do the same with my decimal. I would move my decimal 1, 2 spaces to the left, which I'm going to end up with 592 thousandths of a meter. So 59.2 centimeters is equal to 592 thousandths of a meter. Just since I moved 2 to the left on my graph, I move my decimal 2 places to the left. Okay. The next one, 3,752 milliliters. We're going to convert that to liters. So I'm going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, my base unit of a liter. So I start at milliliter here, and I want to move to my liter. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 to the left, and I'm going to do the same with my decimal. Now remember, your decimals, if you don't see a decimal, it's always to the right of your number. So 1, 2, 3, and there's my decimal. So I'm going to end up with 3 and 752 thousandths of a liter. So that's my conversion. I moved on my graph 3 to the left. I moved my decimal 3 to the left. Okay, my last one. I have 1.8 kilometers or kilometers, and I'm going to convert that to milliliters. Now this one's different than the other two. I'm going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So I start here at kilometers, and I want to end up here at millimeters. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So I want to do the same with my decimal. I'll rewrite that, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill in my zeros, and I end up with 18 million millimeters in a kilometer, which makes sense because remember, millimeters are very tiny, so you're going to need a lot of them to fill in your kilometers. Okay? So I hope that helps.